Okay, this is Honeycut Towing and Garage, where we sweeten up every size situation. If you notice my other video on this 97, 98 Ford F150, the windshield wipers kept staying on, and wouldn't turn off until you turn the switch off, and it just stayed at one speed. It wouldn't regulate. Well, the other video I didn't show you how to take it down to get to that GEM module, that multi-functioning module. Again, you kind of maybe remember this: generic electronic module, GEM. To get to it, I had reinstalled, putting it back together, and as you can see, the wipers do work. Sorry about that. They work intermediate, low, high, and I guess we're out of flood, but it does keep the flood, and it turns off now since we replaced that module. But anyway, let's get back to how to get to it and what you have to do to take it down. If we notice, it's a little plate over the dashboard, on the speedometer. It just pops off. You can pry it off with your fingers. This little cover here around the steering wheel. Okay, and then you notice it's 7mm or 9/32 screw fit here. Then we have another one here. We get out, and the fuse box, that module is behind this fuse box here, so you have to get that fuse box down. So we'll remove these bolts, and you'll have also another 7mm, and you can have a torque or a 7mm 9/32 to get these out. And underneath that, you'll see two 5/16 screws, and you have a 10mm screw here to get this piece off. And once you remove that, this plate here will come down. So let's do that now. Now, as we get those screws out, this hood release and the brake release, those two screws here, we'll remove that and they come down. So let's do that. Okay, we got those bolts out. Now, these at the bottom don't have to come out until after this plate comes off. But we do have the hood and the brake lever hanging down to remove this plastic cover here. Okay, that plate do have to come down, those two screws, so give me a second. Get them out of here. 5/16. Sorry about that. This pops off. Okay, now that we have that plate, now we're getting close to where I started that last video. So now these are the 10mm screws you have to get off. You got two nuts right here, and above that, let's go that way, we got these two 10, and once you get that out the way, you remove this 10, and you will take this 7mm 5/16 out the way, and then you'll be able to pull it out, push the fuse box out, and you bring it down, and then that's where you'll get to that module. So let me show you kind of what it looks like underneath. Let's see. That module is fitting right here. So basically you get the fuse box down, and then you can get to that module. And once you get that module down with the 3 Phillips screws and on top, and a Phillips screwdriver, get that off. And again, this is what that module will look like. This part goes face down. That'll be, once you pull it down on the back of the fuse box, it'll be facing down. Those plug-ins, 3 wires will be here. You're gonna remove those. You'll remove the 3 Phillips screws from those little holes there. One here, and these 2. So all you do is just simply first remove your battery, take your battery cable off, take those 2 screws off, and then you will have to wiggle it, shake it, because it'll be plugged in. Remove it and pull it up. Install the other one, new one, used one, wherever you get it, and make sure it's pressed down good. Put the screws back in. Put your fuse box back up and reverse the process. And put your battery cable back on. And before you put everything back on, I suggest you put the cable on and turn your windshield wipers on and off, and work every function and make sure it works properly before you go back, because it's a lot you have to take down to get to it. And if you put it back up and it don't work, you'll be aggravated. Again, after replacing that module, turn your switch back on, work your windshield wipers, make sure they work on all functions. And again, another sour situation has been